I run a video game shop. Every day, I sit in the store listening to game sound effects and watching customers come and go, always feeling like this is all life is ever going to be. My wife works as a waitress at a pizza place. It's hard work, but at least she helps support the family. My son, Tyler, may not be very reliable, but he's still a boy. He'll grow up eventually. As for my daughter Lillian, she's already 30 and still living at home. In my eyes, she's nothing but a freeloader who eats for free and does nothing all day. I have no idea what she's even busy with. That night, I was so frustrated that I posted on Facebook. The 30-year-old parasite is finally moving out. No more cooking for her. I even attached before and after photos of her room, wanting everyone to see how ridiculous it was. My son followed up by posting some old, unflattering photos of her. People flooded the comments with ridicule. At the time, I actually felt satisfied. I thought, finally, this lazy girl is leaving, and the house will be quieter from now on. But I never expected things to spiral this far. Not long after, my daughter moved out. I thought she was just leaving for a few days to cool off and would come back. Then suddenly, I received a notice from a lawyer saying that the house and the land under the shop were trust property, that my daughter was the primary decision maker, and that we had violated the terms of the trust. We were given 30 days to move out, and the preferential use of the shop would also be suspended. It felt like a bolt from the blue. I was completely stunned. I immediately tried calling my daughter, but she didn't pick up. I sent messages, but she didn't respond. It was like she had disappeared. I had no choice but to ask her aunt to call her, but she still wouldn't budge. I was angry and anxious. How did our perfectly fine family turn into this? I couldn't understand it. It was just a post. Did it really have to come to this? Later, in the lawyer's office, I saw my daughter again. The moment she walked in, she placed a black folder on the table. The seriousness of her expression made me uneasy. She took out a printed copy of my post, along with the things my son and my wife had posted, and began reading the comments one by one. With every line she read, my chest tightened. That was when I realized I might have truly hurt her. Then she pulled out a stack of documents, records of the family's expenses over the years. The mortgage, insurance, taxes. As I looked at them, my emotions were all over the place. It turned out that all these years, she had been quietly managing everything behind the scenes, while I kept treating her like a burden and humiliating her. The lawyer explained the trust terms, saying that my post had harassed the trustee and violated the agreement. I tried to argue, saying my mother would never have done this to me. But when I saw the document with her signature, I immediately lost all confidence. I felt like a clown whose lies had been exposed. The arrogance I had carried for so long completely collapsed in that moment. Tyler was still arguing with his sister, and what she said to him made my heart ache. She said that all these years she had been quietly preventing our lives from falling apart, while we kept calling her useless. I looked at my daughter and suddenly realized that I had never really known her. She was no longer the daughter I could scold at will, but a capable, independent woman one I had deeply hurt. My wife cried and begged her, asking her to consider that we were family and not be so heartless. But my daughter was resolute. She said she refused to keep saving people who publicly belittled her. Hearing that, I was filled with regret. How could I have been so foolish? How did I push such a good daughter away? She demanded that we move out on time, delete the posts, and not contact her without the lawyer's permission. I looked at her, wanting to ask for forgiveness, but the words wouldn't come out. I have never regretted anything this much in my life. I always thought she was useless, but only after losing her did I realize that she was the backbone of this family. At the end of the meeting, She placed the house key in front of me and said that Grandma had entrusted her to protect the house, and she had done so, just not in the way we expected. The moment she turned and walked away, it felt like my entire world left with her. In the days that followed, I kept hoping she would change her mind. I called her and sent messages, but she never responded. My wife cried every day, and Tyler lost his usual arrogance. I began to reflect on everything I had done over the years, why I treated my daughter that way, why I couldn't show her even a little more respect. 30 days passed quickly. We had no choice but to move out of the house we had lived in for so many years. Standing in the empty house, I felt an overwhelming pain. I knew this was all my own doing. I had lost my daughter, and I had lost the family we once were. I truly regret it now. If I could do it all over again, I would never treat her like that. I would respect her choices and see her efforts, but it's too late. I don't know if I will ever have a chance to earn my daughter's forgiveness. I only hope she can. Life will that even without this family, she can still be happy.